Good morning, everybody. I'm glad that people are awake. We are here to speak about AI, which is not interested for a lot of people. But again, the question is, does AI lie? Sometimes AI lies. We have a lecture last year by Dr. Piers Keen from UK, from Moorfield. He proposed to the AI a question about some publications and some research, and then the AI lies because he didn't have the data. He invented one of the research published in 1990 something, and the page is this, and when he went back to the online, there was nothing like this. So AI learns how to lie sometimes and get you the information you needed, because he will never say no. This is a big problem, by the way, because if you lie, the people in front of you will know that you lie if you look in their eyes, but you cannot look inside the AI. So again, it can lie. Dr. Abdullah gave a very good introduction about AI and how can we use it. I have AI on my machine, the Topcon. I'm not making it like an advertisement, but they give me the software to see what is going on with the AI. So I have the software since 7 months, and I looked at it and I put it on my machine and I started to use the AI. Dr. Abdullah had very good briefing about how it works, but in OCT, this is the way it works. They select the data, they put the data on the machine, and then they start to annotate. And if the machine could not recognize this, or the specificity is low, they again put it to the retinal expert and they send the data back until the sensitivity is high. This is in brief. I don't have to waste your time by this. So what is the importance of artificial intelligence in OCT? Screening. Dr. Abdullah showed that screening is very important. If you have 120 patients and you get one doctor, he will not continue and he needs a break. 10 minutes, my break is coming. 20 minutes, other break is coming. But AI will work for the whole day. So screening is very important. Sorting, organization of the things. Then they supplied the AI with over 100 conditions. There is 1,000 condition in the retina. You can find this plus this plus this. This is a condition. So again, it's not good enough up till now. And layer segmentation. When you segment the layer, if you are a retina doctor, normal pathology, normal eye will not take few seconds. But when there is a pathology, every layer is completely different. Like diabetic macular edema, sometimes you don't see the outer retinal layers. You don't see what's going on at the outer retinal layers, but you can see the inside the retina. So again, segmentation is very important when there is a pathology. And this is the big issue in here. And pathology visualization. He says there's a cyst here, there's hard exudates, there's fluid, and linear measurements. It can measure the thickness, and then in the follow-up, it will tell you if the thickness is increasing or decreasing, depending on the layer or the whole retinal thickness. This is an example. I like the picture, and I like the people who invent the AI. They put you different colors. They have 100 colors. Light gray, light brown, dark brown, green, yellow, whatever. So this is help the AI to detect the pathology. Like, look at this. Many layers. When you look at this, if you are a retina specialist, you will recognize that. But if you are screening and you're an optometrist or whatever, you are seeing the retinal pathology for the first time, it's very helpful. This is what I found. Look at this, different colors. It can show you the ellipsoid zone disruption in this color. It can show you diffuse edema in the yellow color. It can show you pseudocyst and cyst. So the green ones and the red ones, it can differentiate. I don't know how, but how they fed the machine. RPE atrophy, PVD, partial PVD, transmission through the defective RPE. So this is hypertransmission, means RPE atrophy. This is good for screening. You look at the picture, you know all the pathologies in there, and it's accurate. So this is the most important thing. Accuracy, as I said, it predicts as long as you put the data in the machine, it can predict the model, get it right. But how about the sensitivity? Look at this, 85%. It means that 15% of patients will have a wrong diagnosis. And I will show you a couple of cases. So sensitivity is very important, and this is when the pathology is classified. But look at the specificity. There is no pathology, so it's 94%. Sometimes they miss the layer. Sometimes the quality is not good, but it's very high. Look at the segmentation and accuracy, 91%. And this is another perfect match according to the AI compared to the doctors. وانتوا قفلتوا عليا ولا الدنيا خلصت ولا الوضع ايه؟ قفلتوا عليا؟ افتح؟ امشي؟ اروح؟ اعمل ايه طيب؟ انت قافل خالص ها؟ ده شكل انت حاطين AI جوه، الراجل زعلان جدا ها؟ AI and he starts from the beginning. It sounds like So this is, yes. Let's go for one of the pathology. Look at this, how the AI works. There is, I will show you one by one. This is what we call vitreoretinal traction with epiretinal fibrosis. Second thing is diffuse, loss of the inner retinal layers or drill disorganization. There is a pseudocyst, because the green one are the cysts, these are pseudocysts. And intraretinal fluid, and we can see diffuse edema. So once the AI has all these data together, it will classify it as, we can see here, diabetic retinopathy with epiretinal fibrosis, vitreomacular traction, and diabetic macular edema, which is accurate. He has all the things, all the pathology, then he says this is the diagnosis. This, he does not say diagnosis, by the way, in the sheet. He says classification. This is classification of what I found in the machine. Another example. Look at this, diffuse edema. We have subretinal hyperreflective material, which is very good and accurate. He had neurosensory atrophy, and he had RPE disruption. He will classify this accurately as wet AMD. He has all the criteria, which is good. Again, if he can see the atrophy of the retinal pigment epithelium with the hypertransmission through, we can see the choroid, and disruption of the outer retinal layers plus drusen, easy to classify this as dry AMD or atrophic macula. So this is good. Pathology, classification, depending on what he found. Look at the AI. AI means artificial intelligence, but we still think of the human intelligence. This is comparison. This is one of the cases I met while I was seeing the classification. This is fluid, which we can see here, subretinal fluid, intraretinal fluid, cyst, and AI classified this as diabetic retinopathy. This patient was not diabetic. So I went to the data, the patient is not diabetic. So here comes the human intelligence. What is this? So this is my patient, I know what he had. He's coming with attack of malignant hypertension, and this is what I found. He had exudative detachment because of the malignancy, shooting of the blood pressure, sensory detachment, hyperreflective lesions, and it comes with the malignant hypertension and diffuse macular edema. So this is a malignant hypertension. So the artificial intelligence compared to the human intelligence is still, the human intelligence is important. The second thing, the demographic data is not in the machine. They don't supply the machine with the demographic data. Age, sex, history. History could include a lot of things. They cannot put all these data together. So again, this is human intelligence, HI against AI. This is another example of CNV. I put the data to the machine and it says CNV. It looks like a CNV. Why? It has everything. It has edema, it has sensory detachment, it has some kind of elevation of the retinal pigment epithelium, but again, it is not a CNV. Look at the pictures. This is human intelligence. This is adult form vitelliform dystrophy. Hyperreflective material, yes. The machine said it could be adult form material, lipofuscin, and sensory detachment and diffuse macular edema. Thinking about it, it could be a CNV. How could I say it's not a CNV by OCT angio? There is no CNV. This is adult form vitelliform dystrophy. So again, human intelligence is still needed because we need to know what is going on. Sometimes it's very difficult to diagnose even by OCT, and you need an OCT angiography, and this is the future. If they include everything, color fundus picture, demographic data, OCT and OCT angiography, probably they will tell you who will attend your lecture next week, not only the diagnosis. This is the last case, and I put it because it was referred to me as a MACTEL, and there is cystic changes, there is disruption, and I looked at it, is it really a MACTEL? I'm not going to give you the answer, because this is my lecture today in the late afternoon. It is not a MACTEL, though everything says it's a MACTEL, but it is not a MACTEL. So this is my take-home message. Artificial intelligence is good, provides very high sensitivity, specificity, and in the classification of different pathology, excellent in screening, but still, human intelligence is needed, and I think they will never beat us by the artificial intelligence. Thank you so much for your listening.